Okay, so the new episode of Rick and Morty has just dropped on Netflix with our season 4 episode 6. Guys, if you haven't checked it out, it is out on Netflix and it is available to be watched. And I highly recommend watch Rick and Morty. It is one of the greatest TV shows, cartoons, you name it. It is comedy, it is hilarious, it is some of the best TV you're gonna see. So, let's get into this review and let's review the new episode of the new season. Okay, so this episode is all about the story train. Now, this is where Rick and Morty are on a train that just goes like this. It is a story train. Now, if you guys know Rick and Morty, it is absolutely hilarious. This episode was quite funny as well. Like, okay, this isn't one of the best episodes of like all time or anything like that, but it is still fucking hilarious. There is subtle jokes, subtle jabs at certain things throughout this whole episode that make you fucking laugh like a little fucking bitch. It's just so funny. Now, so basically it all starts off with on a train and they're going through this mysterious dude who looks like, oh man, I don't know, he sort of looks like a Han Solo character as he walks through this train, and he gets to sit down next to this Wolverine character looking guy, and basically he's sharing his story about Rick Sanchez, and obviously Rick Sanchez is this absolutely like major player in the universe. He knows how to do things. He's the smartest person in the universe, so he doesn't take no shit from nobody. And they're talking about the stories and that, and this guy's like, what the fuck are you talking about? So then he moves on, like, it starts going through, then there's Christmas one, and he's got some funny moments with Rick in it. Now, as it turns out, it's actually not who it seems to be, and then there's like the whole joke about the abs and the pecs, and stuff like that that's going on as well. It's fucking hilarious as they make their way through this train, and basically it gets to a point where they got to get off the train to re-enter, and there's jokes about, this is how funny it is, there's jokes about this girl, and it's like, Rick says something lesbian, and then Morty comes back and just goes, what does lesbian have to do with anything with a job title? Why is that in there? It's just peak Rick and Morty. Like, the jokes in this TV series are just so good and so subtle that there's little stabs here and there, here and there. It is just fucking hilarious. Like, this isn't going to be like one of my favorite episodes of all time, but it is a good thing to have. And they throw little shades at things like that. They throw some shade at the Bible and Jesus and that, like they bring him in and stuff like that. It's just funny veggie tales. Like, there's so much that they do in this series that is just phenomenal. And episode 6 was no different. And even the stab at the end at the virus with the toy. It turns out the train's actually a toy. It's not actually real, it's just a toy. And it turns out to be this whole big promotional thing that, see, this is the things they do. They give you things, creative things that you don't expect are going to happen. Like, I was watching that, I never thought this was going to be a toy train or anything like that. But that's what they do. They're so subtle with the way they do things. And it's so creative. Some of the stuff they come up with, the jokes and everything like that, is just absolutely peak creative minds. Like, the imagination behind this show is second to none. It is so funny, so hilarious, so much creativity goes into this. They even at the end make fun of the freaking coronavirus. I mean, they're sitting there and the thing breaks and Morty's, oh, I'll go and buy one. And Rick's like, dude, no one's going out and fucking buying shit. Not in the midst of this fucking virus. Like, it's just little things like that that make this show so good. Like, granted, this isn't going to be the top tier Rick and Morty, but it is a great re-entry back to Rick and Morty after the months we haven't had. And I thought it was a good start. I can't wait for the next episode. Let me know in the comments, what did you think of episode 6? Down below. Make sure you let me know. Give us a thumbs up, which is a like. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you for joining me.